right, John. Well, slowly but surely, guys are getting healthier. Even just seeing Tyler Glasnow out here playing catch, he looks really strong and in a good spot. Blake Snell was able to get out to 60 feet yesterday playing catch for the first time. So guys are progressing. Dave Roberts today, he gave an update on Tyler Glasnow and also talked about the state of the rotation with Roki Sasaki being on the IL at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know when that's going to be, but from what I hear, that the catch play, the flat ground stuff has been good, but I'm not sure when he's going to get on the mound, though.
Where is your pitching staff at this point after today? Are you guys in a good spot to just go back to a traditional 5-man rotation without Sasaki in the mix right now?
Well, I think so. You know, if we look out to the next series, it's Dustin, you know, it's May, and then it's Kirsch, and then it's Gonsolin. And then so, you know, for the next, you know, few days, and we'll see how it goes with Sauer going forward, and obviously with Landon. But I think we're in a good spot, but it's still going to be time, obviously, with, you know, Blake Snell and Glasnow, you know, a little bit behind.
With Knack, Wroblewski, Sauer, Kasparius, I guess, one of those guys going to be your fifth starter?
Potentially, yeah. Yeah. I think that, you know, I'm not too, you know, I think that we don't get an off day for a while, but yeah, I think that's a fair assessment.
So as much as there are a lot of big names who are still on the IL, and it's going to be some time before Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow, or even Roki Sasaki work their way back, the good news is that guys are currently available and guys are built up. So whether it's Matt Sauer can take down multiples, will likely happen today. Justin Wroblewski is now with the team. He's available to do just that. Landon Knack has been picking up some starts here and there. So for the most part, they do feel like they're in a really good spot to cover some innings. And someone else to keep an eye on, of course, we've talked about Clayton Kershaw returning, and he said right now is the perfect timing, just considering what the needs of the rotation are. So he'll have the start on Saturday. But another guy to keep an eye on is Emmett Sheehan. Dave Roberts was saying he took part in a live BP here yesterday, and he's someone who's in a good spot, and we could be seeing him potentially at some point later in the summer, guys.
All right, well, hopefully we get those guys back and healthy and ready to go for the stretch run in October. Kirsten, thank you very much. But we went into this season, Jerry, talking about the Dodgers going with a 6-man rotation, but here we are, quarter of the way through the season. Kirsten just listed all the injuries to the starting staff, and the Dodgers really have a 4- or 5-man rotation right now with some spot starters thrown in and some bullpen games.
This is why we said at the start of the season, really at the start of spring training, you can never have enough arms because you can't foresee what can happen throughout a course of a major league season. That's why you got to make sure you have enough quality arms to have some sustainability throughout the season. So yes, we went from a 6, 7, 8-man rotation possibly to now down to 4 quality starters, and in that 5th starter we can kind of mix and match. So that's why I tell our young guys in AA, AAA, continue pitching well. You never know when opportunity knocks.
Yeah, I mean, not the rotation we obviously expected, but we saw what happened last year. We saw guys step up. You know, my only reservation or concern is how much length can we get? We know what Yamamoto brings to the table. We know Gonsolin and May can go deep, but they're coming off injuries. So can those 3 guys really give us the length to keep our bullpen healthy? I think that's my biggest thing. I think all these guys have the stuff as long as they can hit their location, but it's really about length to save that bullpen.
And it's also about taking advantage of these opportunities for all the young guys who get the chance to come up here and pitch in the big leagues. Still more to come here from the Ravine. Dalton Rushing getting in some BP before making his major league debut tonight. If he goes deep tonight, our control room has suggested Dalton Crushing as a nickname for the rookie. Perhaps a good nominee for a called shot as well. Plus, the weather is getting warmer in Los Angeles, and the ball is starting to jump out of Dodger Stadium. Will we see more offensive fireworks in tonight's series finale?
Ohtani! Inevitable! Shohei Ohtani, a sayonara swing! He gives the people what they came to see. Dodgers 6, Braves 5.
Yeah, Shohei had the dramatics back on April 2nd, his first bobblehead night of the year with the walk-off home run. That was the MVP bobblehead doing MVP things that night. Now it's the 50-50 bobblehead night. Jared, what do you think the Big Show is going to do for an encore tonight?
Well, we know he's got the flair for the dramatic. He is an absolute stud, the best athlete in the world right now. Maybe a walk-off hit, maybe a stolen base, a grand slam, I don't know, but I do know it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, we know he loves these nights. You know, he has that stoic look out there, but you know he's feeling that energy. Had the walk-off earlier against the bobblehead on the bobblehead night. And you know he's getting a lot of great pitches in that leadoff spot. Yeah, he was getting a lot of great pitches in the 2-hole, but in that leadoff spot, look for him to go deep. I'm going first or second at bat.
I was going to say 50-50 bobblehead night. He's got to hit a homer and has to steal a base tonight. I think that's what he's going to do tonight.
No pressure.
Jerry, final thoughts on Dalton Rushing making his major league debut. What's going through his mind and his body right now?
Well, he's obviously nervous, but it's okay to be nervous. Just don't panic. Continue doing what you've been doing. There's a reason why they called you to the show. Do that. What you did in OKC, do it at the big league level.
Yeah, to have Will Smith, you know, from Louisville, that same kind of personality that I'm seeing a little bit. I think he's going to be calm, cool, and collected.
All right, the Dodgers trying to make it 2 out of 3 over the Athletics. Let's send it upstairs to Joe Davis and Eric Karros. Gentlemen, take it away.
All right, John, we are ready to rock. Final game of this 3-game series. A's took the first one. Dodgers came back, exploded late to tie the series up. We're all ready for the series rubber match on another beautiful night at Dodger Stadium. Welcome inside. Joe Davis, Eric Karros, Kirsten Watson joins us in a moment. Big day today at Dodger Stadium. The top prospect in the organization, one of the top prospects in all of baseball, Dalton Rushing, makes his major league debut.
Exciting to see him as he's earned his opportunity to start tonight. He's a guy that has a ton of talent. He's known for his hitting. Very patient guy, will take a lot of walks, has tremendous power as well. Athletic, too. He can play some left field, little first base, and very mobile behind the plate. Going to get his first opportunity and has to be excited.
And he's going to catch a bunch of different guys. Dodgers going to go with a bullpen game tonight.
They are, and they've done that a couple times this year, and it's gone relatively well, especially the last 3 times. Matt Sauer gets the call. In his last 10 innings so far, 1 earned run, and he has yet to give up a home run. This is an A's team that is second in Major League Baseball in hitting home runs on the road, so it'll be a test this evening.
And on the other side, Oswaldo Bido goes for the A's.
Bito's been sort of an enigma. The last few years, he's been pretty decent. This year, he's been getting hit hard, has given up a number of home runs. Not a good matchup for him going against this Dodger ball club.
Yeah, those home runs have gone through the roof the last 4 games. 8 of the 9 that he's given up have come in his last 4 starts. 50-50 bobblehead giveaway tonight. Shohei Ohtani. This one depicts the stolen bases. 59 of them last season. We've got first pitch, series finale, Dodgers and A's, coming up on Sportsnet LA. It's one of the 4 home runs the Dodgers hit as a club. 9 runs on 13 hits for the team as they woke back up after the quiet first game.
And he certainly didn't waste any time. Took all the momentum and got it rolling for the Dodgers.
3rd time he's done that this year. 3rd leadoff home run. He's down in a high fastball here. And Bido pounds his fist into his glove, striking out the great Ohtani.
4-seam fastball. Up in the zone, ties him up a little bit. 95 miles an hour.
First and second for Ohtani. Strikeout in the 1st inning, sacrifice fly in the 2nd, and a 3rd plate appearance already here in the 3rd inning. Home run last night was his 13th of the year. Take a look at Range Rover Sport, engineered to win. We mentioned Kyle Schwarber earlier. He's leading the league in home runs. Corbin Carroll 2nd. And then there's Ohtani tied with Eugenio Suarez for 3rd. On a 2-0, Ohtani launches a ball the other way, headed towards the seats. It is gone. A 3-run home run from Shohei Ohtani. 10 runs for the Dodgers in 3 innings.
changeup. Just kind of floats out there. Ohtani just kind of flicks it out in the air, and it just continues to carry. Unreal power the other way.
And so correction to the graphic. He's tied for second, tied with Corbin Carroll. 7th in his last 12 games. He walks Kim. Kim's been on all 3 times in this game. The 9 spot, 5 for its last 5 with 2 walks. Here's Ohtani, who launched a 3-run home run, one of the 2 3-run bombs last inning. Andy Pages had one of his own. Second straight game that Ohtani's gone deep, 14 total. And he takes away ball 1. It's another run scored for him. Now 47 to lead the majors by a wide span. He's on pace to score 173 runs. The only guy that's ever scored more than that in a year, Babe Ruth. 177 in 1921.
It's a lot of running around.
Two balls, 1 strike on Shohei. We were talking about Shohei as a little leaguer with the stream beyond the right field wall. Couldn't hit any more balls in there, so learned how to hit it the other way. Little League's such an important stage for developing a guy's obviously skills, but his style in the game. And there's another shot, center field. Back it goes, gone again. Another Ohtani home run. He's tied with Kyle Schwarber for the National League lead. Mercy.
That is the appropriate word.